Hey guys, I never thought I'd be taking you on a journey through chocolate history, but here we are. Grab your favorite candy bar and get ready for a wild ride through time. We're about to dive into the sweet, sweet story of how chocolate went from ancient rituals to your local candy store. Trust me, it's going to be way more exciting than you think. Okay, so let's zip back to 1900 BC in ancient Mesoamerica. These folks weren't munching on Hershey's bars, no way. They were all about these weird little beans called cacao. And you know what? They thought these beans were like a gift from the gods or something. Can you imagine your favorite snack being divine? So anyway, these Mesoamericans, they're not eating chocolate bars. They're drinking this bitter, frothy concoction made from cacao beans. It's nothing like the sweet stuff we have today. They're using it in religious rituals, as currency, and even as medicine. It's like their whole culture revolves around these magical beans. Pretty wild, right? Fast forward to 1519, and chocolate's about to go on the adventure of a lifetime. This Spanish dude, Hernan Cortez, he shows up at Montezuma II's court and bam! He discovers chocolate. It's like the ultimate culture shock moment. Can you imagine tasting chocolate for the first time? Mind blown. So Cortez brings this stuff back to Europe, and at first everyone's like, ew, gross, it's so bitter. But then some genius was like, hey, what if we add sugar? And just like that, chocolate became the next big thing. Now here's where things get a bit complicated. See, as chocolate got more popular, the demand for cacao beans skyrocketed. And you know what that meant? Yep, slave labor. But it wasn't all bad news. In 1828, this Dutch guy, Coenraad Johannes van Houten, he invents this thing called the cocoa press. It's like the greatest thing since sliced bread for chocolate lovers. And then in the 20th century, Daniel Peter creates milk chocolate. Can you believe people lived without milk chocolate for so long? Like seriously, how did they survive? So, here we are in the present day. Chocolate's everywhere, and we're all obsessed with it. But, we've got some issues to deal with. You know how I mentioned slave labor earlier? Well, that's still a problem. A lot of chocolate production still relies on unfair labor practices, including child labor. It's like, we've come so far with chocolate, but we've still got a long way to go. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. There are lots of companies out there trying to make ethical chocolate. They're working directly with cacao farmers, paying fair wages, and making sure no kids are involved in production. So next time you're craving some chocolatey goodness, maybe take a second to check where it's coming from. You could be making a real difference just by choosing the right candy bar. How cool is that? And there you have it, folks! The wild ride of chocolate from ancient rituals to your local store. Pretty crazy, right? Next time you unwrap a chocolate bar, think about all the history behind it. And hey, if you can, try to go for the ethical stuff. It tastes just as good, and you get to feel like a superhero while eating it. Win-win! Thanks for joining me on this sweet adventure. Until next time, keep it chocolatey!